changes.
What is going on, guys? Multiplayer HD here, and I am back with another Team of the Week predictions. This time we are on to week 7 of FIFA 20 Team of the Week predictions. This week is a very sort of, you could say, just down-toned week in terms of the good cards. There's not many good cards. There's some nice looking cards if you look at the upgrades when they get the upgrades, but overall, not many good cards that are actually suitable to this game, maybe one or two. So first up, we have the Fulham striker, Mitrovic. If you guys don't know, there is a league, not a league SBC, a advanced SBC that actually requires Mitrovic, and he costs about 4 or 5k on most consoles. So this is not going to help his price at all. He's going to probably go to max price of 10k because of that. But anyway, Mitrovic got a hat-trick and also man of the match in Fulham's 3-2 win over Luton Town. This was a Wednesday or midweek game, but I still think you get the info for it. A hat-trick midweek doesn't really matter too much. Next up is Maicon Belanto with 2 goals, 2 assists and also man of the match in Santa Fe's 4-2 win over Millonarios FC. Now we have Jamie Vardy. This is not the only Leicester player. There is multiple Leicester players in this predictions / possibles. Obviously they all can't make it. You could say they could. They broke a record, the largest away win in Premier League history or something like that. You could say they all deserve it, but I don't think they will. Some people have given Vardy a record breaker card, and I don't think he deserves a record breaker card. He didn't break the record himself. Yes, he got a hat-trick in Leicester's 9-0 win. Great, he should get the info. I think he's going to be chosen for the info personally out of all of them. He's not a record breaker though. He didn't break the record. It'd be stupid to give him a record breaker. If you're going to give a record breaker, just give a record breaker to the whole 11 team, but I doubt they'll do that this early in the game. Maybe it was like May, maybe, but right now, I doubt it. So next up, we have Gerard Marino of Villarreal. He got himself 1 goal, 1 assist in their 4-1 win over Deportivo Alaves. Now, Gerard Marino is normally a striker, so this will be a position change into a right mid card. And yes, the card stats have not been updated by me, but just imagine those card stats. Not very good indeed. So kind of useless card, would just be SBC fodder. Next up is Otw Perez, who also played right wing, I believe. I don't think he's actually going to be centre forward. He would be a right wing. But he got himself a hat-trick in Leicester's 9-0 win. So I do think they'll give it to both Vardy and Perez. Because it was a 9-0 win, and it was a record win, and they both got hat-tricks, I think they'll both get it. I don't think anyone is going to get a record breaker card, but I do think they'll both get the inform. Especially since this week isn't that great for informs anyway. Now we have Dumic of Darmstadt. He got himself 1 goal, the only goal in Darmstadt's 1-0 win over GBG. I probably shouldn't have tried to pronounce that. This does not sound right, does it? Yeah. Well, he got the 1 goal, only goal. Also picked the man of the match. So I think for the lack of defenders we already have, he should get the inform. So moving away from weird team names, we're now on to Roberto Rosales with 1 assist and also a clean sheet in Legana's 1-0 win over Mallorca. Mallorca, of course, the team that beat Real Madrid last week. And crazy how 1 week can change. You go from beating one of the best teams in the world to losing against a team who, no offense to Legana's fans, aren't the greatest team in the world. Next up we have Salusi with 1 goal and a clean sheet in Valladolid's 2-0 win over Eibar. Anyone investing in Valladolid centre-backs for the League SBC up and coming in the next few months, you may make some profit this week. If he gets the inform, he'll come out of packs. His silver card may increase in price. Now we have probably one of the stand-up players this week, and that is Christian Pulisic. He scored a hat-trick. Not just any hat-trick, a perfect hat-trick. As my friend Jack would say, he loves a perfect hat-trick. In Chelsea's 4-2 win over Burnley. Could have been 4-0, but somehow they considered 2 goals in the last 10 minutes. But nevertheless, any one-to-watch owners of Pulisic, me personally, I got him in my free one-to-watch pack. I was a little bit annoyed by that, but now he's getting the inform a little bit better indeed. So moving on to one of the 2 goalkeepers I got this week. Both of the goalkeepers are actually quite decent and I could see making into many people's squads, so no complaints on the goalkeeper this week. The first up is Rulli with 7 saves and a clean sheet in Montpellier's 0-0 draw with Angers. Now we have a guy who could be up for a player of the month this month. He's played very well for Lille this month, and that is Yazidze with 1 goal, 2 assists and also man of the match in Lille's 3-0 win over Bordeaux. Next up is Baikav with a hat-trick of assists in Spartak Moscow's 3-0 win over Lokomotiv Moscow. This is kind of a punt in the dark. I'm not sure if they're going to give informs for Russian leagues. I think they've given 1 so far this year, but if they do, 100% this guy should get it. A hat-trick of assists in the Moscow derby, he should definitely get it. Now we have Daimias with a hat-trick and also man of the match in Fortuna's 4-1 win over VVV Venlo. Now it feels like every single week I'm seeing someone is getting an inform against that team. I'm not sure what it is. Are they a bad team? Are you a fan of that team? Let me know. Are you quite bad? but you seem to always have players getting informed against you. Next up is Owen Doyle with a hat-trick in Swindon's 4-0 win over Crawley Town. Of course, we need some silver cards. They left a few out last week, but I've chose 2 silver cards this week, and these 2 are probably the most probable ones to get it. I doubt there's any more out there that will get it over these 2. Now we have, for the second week running, Gary Rodriguez. He didn't get it last week, so he should 100% get this week, because the definition of team of the week is informed players. 2 weeks in a row, he's got himself 1 goal, 1 assist, and also man of the match in Fenerbahce's 5-1 win over Konyaspor. So 2 weeks in a row with 1 goal, 1 assist. That is inform worthy, if I have my opinion on that at all. So he should definitely get it 100%. Now we move on to one of the best free kick takers in the history of FIFA, and that is Junozovic. My god, this guy had a team of the season card. I think it was either FIFA 16 or FIFA 17, and his free kicks on that card were, wow, just insane. I loved using that card. I had to try and get him on my team all the time because he was so good. He was in the Bundesliga back then, so unfortunately, yes, he says Red Bull on there, but this is Red Bull Salzburg. He got himself 1 goal and man of the match in their 3-2 win over Rapid Vienna. I know 1 goal doesn't sound much, but I think just for nostalgia reasons, they may just chuck Junozovic in. And it is against a sort of rival in Salzburg in 3-2 win. Kind of similar to the Perez situation last week. He doesn't really deserve it per se, but he does deserve it at the same time. Now we have Kittel of Hamburg. He got himself 2 goals in Hamburg's 6-2 win over Stuttgart. That was a top of the table battle. 6-2 win. I expected a hat-trick, but unfortunately there wasn't. But Sonny Kittel, 2 goals. He should get the inform from that. Now another derby this weekend. This is the South Wales derby where I'm from. Ben Wilmot scored the winning goal in the Welsh derby as Swansea beat Cardiff 1-0. Centre-back, winning goal, pretty much guarantees yourself an inform. Albeit, even with an upgrade, that 29 shooting is not going to improve too much. This card is going to be kind of awful no matter what. Now we have another sort of punt in the dark player, and that is Oscar. With 1 goal, he also hit the post in Shanghai's 3-0 win over Dalian Yifang. He also picked a man of the match on that game. He got himself a 9.2 rating, which is a solid rating for a centre mid. Only 1 goal, yes. They did leave out Texera last week, who did deserve the inform 100%. I'm not sure whether he's got a screen card planned. I doubt it. With Hulk getting one, it'd be a bit weird having 2 from the Champions League teams. But they could leave out Oscar again. But I think they want to bulk up this team week and give you some better players. Oscar is well known around the whole world, so they'll probably include him no matter what. Now we have Boadu with 2 goals and also hit the post in AZ's shock 4-0 win over PSV. Yes, PSV, of course, fighting for the title every single season and losing 4-0. That's very unseen in that league. You don't really see PSV lose by that margin. Maybe like a 2-1 or 1-0, not 4-0. On to another big scoreline, and this is Luis Muriel with a hat-trick and also man of the match in Atalanta's 7-1 win over Udinese. So Muriel could have got the inform last week with 2 goals, but unfortunately his team drew in the final minutes of the game. So this week, 5 goals, 2 games, Muriel should get the inform for that. And lastly, on to the final 3 players before I get on to my possibles this week. And first up is Rashford with a goal and an assist and also man of the match in Manchester United's 3-1 win over Norwich City. Like I mentioned, there's not many great players, so yeah, Rashford should get this. You know, they'll bump it up. Rashford will be an expensive card and be a very admirable card. He will be position changed into a left winger, not a striker, so that may affect his price a little bit. But nevertheless, a good card. Now we have Edison of Manchester City with 5 saves, 2 punches in Manchester City's 3-0 win over Aston Villa. Now 5 saves isn't normally inform worthy, but he did get an 8.5 match rating. We do need some high rated cards. We do need some good goalkeepers in the Premier League. Getting upgrades, we haven't had one yet this year. Maybe Kasper Schmeichel, that's it. So Edison, 5 saves, man of the match, an 8.5 rating. Hopefully he'll get for that. And finally, Gressel with 1 goal, 1 assist and also man of the match in Atlanta's 2-0 win over Philly Union to go through to the final of the MLS Cup as well. There could be an inform in the game from the LAFC/LA Galaxy game, but I doubt it. There wasn't anyone that really stood out to me, and it did go through the extra time. And I'm not sure if EA will count the extra time goals, as there were a lot of them. And with that, we come on to the possible informs. And first up, we have Sabiri with 1 goal, a clean sheet in Paderborn's 2-0 win over Dusseldorf. Next up is Dunkley. He scored twice in a 2-2 draw. Now, he was in my main predictions, but I thought because they only drew the game 2-2, he may just get miss out. But he could get it. 2 goals for centre-back is a good feat. Now we have Neves with 1 goal, 1 assist and man of the match in Ajax's 4-0 win over Feyenoord. I was and ahhing over Neres and Gressel. In the end, I went for Gressel. Not really sure why, just they kind of avoided the Edison a bit this year with informs, so I think they may avoid it again. Now we have Chilwell with 1 goal, 2 assists and clean sheet in their 9-0 win over Southampton. Again, just like Perez and Vardy, I don't think they'll all get it. Only 2 of them max, so Chilwell unfortunately will miss out, even though he would be a decent in form. And finally, Pulisic got himself 2 goals and hit the post in that Atalanta 7-1 win over Udinese. Now guys, I hope you enjoyed this team of the predictions. If I missed anyone, please let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your opinions. And if you did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll speak to you next time. Peace.